What's up everybody, it's Polyglot Hacks. My name is Jag, and today we're going to be talking about if children learn languages better than adults. Stick around. So before I start to share my opinion, I want you to know that it is just my opinion. And it may be that you have different ideas of what the truth is, but this is simply just what I think. So if you're looking for a short answer to the question, I'm going to say yes and no. Now, if you want to learn to why I think yes and no, then stick around for the rest of the video. Alright, so I'm going to start with the yes portion of why I think children learn better than adults. And that's when children are young and the language is spoken in the household. So for example, let's just say that in your household, your parents speak Spanish to you. And it's from that Spanish that you're listening to, that you're hearing all the time. It's always around you that you're going to learn the language in a native manner. You're never going to have to study grammar. It's just going to come to you because you've been around it so much. And that's when children do learn better than adults. Because when you're an adult, you're going to have to put in some work to learn a language. Now, the second place in which children may learn languages better than adults is if they're part of an immersion program. So I don't know about where you live, but where I live, there's a French immersion option for students that they can take to be around French, to listen to French, to be taught in French. So subjects like math, English, social studies, sciences, they are all taught in French. And that definitely helps the students learn at a much faster rate than students who take just a French class to learn grammar and other aspects of the language. Now, other than these two cases, I personally think that adults are better equipped for learning languages than children. And this is because your brain is more developed, you're able to understand what's going on, what grammar you're learning. All the concepts are easier to learn because your brain is more developed. You're also much more mature than when you were a child. For example, I had French class when I was in high school, and I did not care about French class. I did not want to learn the language. I had no clue how to even make a sentence in French. However, when I started my studies in university, then I got serious about it, and I actually started putting in a bunch of time into learning the language. When I found out that I was pretty good at learning the language once I put my mind to it, I was able to learn so much, and here I am, Polyglot Hacks on YouTube. Now, when we say adult, we assume any adult at any age, and it's obvious that as you get older, the harder it can be to learn a language, but that does not mean that you can't learn a language. I know a polyglot of one on YouTube, I forgot what his channel's name is, but he's definitely 60 plus and he's still learning languages. He speaks many languages, so anything is possible. It depends on how much effort you're willing to put in to learn that language. Another thing that I've noticed is that some children, when they start learning a certain language at a very young age, that language is forced for them to learn. So for example, there's children in French immersion that don't want to be in French immersion, but they're just there because their parents wanted them to be there. And by the time that they graduate from high school, they don't want to learn the language at all. They want to avoid learning or doing anything related to that language because it was forced upon them for 12 years. So for those reasons, I think that unless you're in French immersion, and you have to be passionate about the language still, even if you are in immersion, or if your household speaks the language, other than those two cases, I think that adults are better at learning languages than children. Alright, so that was the video. If you're serious about learning languages and you need help, you need tutoring, or you need assistance in understanding a certain grammar skill in English, French, or Spanish, up to intermediate Spanish, I can definitely help you with that. Don't hesitate to send me a direct message on Instagram, or what you can do is you can email me at contact@polyglothacks.com. Thank you so much for watching. Holla back at your boy.